What's going on YouTube? It's Gay here, bringing you some more Series 12 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Today we are continuing with the VCL, and this time we are going against Kymi Searing Vortex and playing against Luciano Beget. So we are using this really cool Calyrex-Ice Rider and Palkia team built by Xinyu. Xinyu is a Chinese player who historically has dominated the ladder. And this team is really fun to play. It's hard trick room, and it just really utilizes the sheer power of Calyrex and Palkia. So talking a little bit about the team, right? The main objective is to set up trick room. You have 3 trick room setters in Palkia, Calyrex, and Porygon 2. And then a lot of support on how to guarantee it goes up, right? You have Incineroar as well as Amoonguss. This is a max speed Incineroar, just with the idea of saying, hey, we're gonna get the fake out off first against opposing Incineroars to guarantee we can put things to sleep. We also do have Amoonguss if you want to go for the redirection route. So 2 really good options for support. And then in terms of our main damage dealers, it's really going to be that Palkia and that Calyrex. Calyrex does have Sword Stance, which can really help it absolutely run through teams in the right settings. Palkia with the Life Orb just puts out a ton of work as is. And then the final interesting part of the team, sorry I'm a little all over the place, is this Tapu Fini. So Tapu Fini is a really cool supportive option. Particularly, it sets up that Misty Surge, and that can be huge going against opposing Amoonguss, as well as things like Gastrodon. Just being able to completely stop what they can do in their tracks, and just have that ability to put on pressure there. It also does have access to Nature's Madness to cut down attacks, to really help that Palkia deal damage. You have Reflect to help spawn some physical hits, and you finally have Heal Pulse just for some supportive recovery. You also do have Pollen Puff on Amoonguss, so just lots of ways to help support your team. So overall, a really cool team. Sorry I've been a little bit all over the place. We do have the code on the screen. We'll have the paste in the description. And yeah, with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the games. All right, hopping right into this. Let's see what we're expecting. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. This team, I think, really is causing me to push myself. So hoping for the best here. We are gonna see Yveltal, Venu with Incin, Groudon, Bronzong, and Aleki. Okay, so I like this. The main idea is we really need Fini to stop potential sleep powders from Venusaur. Yeah, let's do this. This is a little tricky for sure. If we can get Calyrex under a Trick Room, we're in phenomenal shape. We do have to worry about that Bronzong, but I think that Palkia is more than competent in taking care of it. So let's see what the lead here is. We're going to see Yveltal lead with Incin. So this is actually fine with me, because I can set up a Trick Room and fake out onto... yeah, we can fake out their Incin, and then we can... Yeah, they're definitely slower. Right? Yeah, we're going to see that. That's totally fine with me. We want to now, like I said, go for a Trick Room and a fake out onto their Incin. We should see a Snarl come out from their Yveltal. Yeah, we're gonna see Snarl. Snarl is fine. It does make it so the positioning of getting in Calyrex is a little tricky, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go for the Earth Power onto this Incin and go for a Parting Shot onto Yveltal. And I think what I want to do is I want to actually bring out Fini with the idea that the foul play into that slot is really obvious. And so I don't want to necessarily give them free damage. Yeah, because I don't want to be like, oh, parting shot into Calyrex free damage. I think that that's silly. We're going to see Bronzong here. So Bronzong is a tricky one because it does have Iron Defense, and also it has Levitate. So definitely a little tricky there. We are going to be able to pivot out. I think what we can do now is I need to use my Trick Room turns. I'm going to bring out Tapu Fini. I'm going to switch to Calyrex after, and then try and go from there. Right? This is a tricky position. Because I need Bronzong, or I need Palkia to not have any drops. God, that would have been a perfect position for Calyrex. I'm gonna hard switch into. This is really risky. And I'm gonna Nature's Madness the Bronzong, just because I know that it can set up Iron defenses. And so what we want to do is we want to just try. Okay, we're gonna see that switch. This should be the Incin. Yeah, we're gonna see the Incin come out. Incin is fine. I just need to hope that you call the switch in the wrong slot. Palkia is gonna swap out for Calyrex. We can get half damage onto it, and I think what we want to do now is pressure the Yveltal. Right? We're going to see the Nature's Madness come out onto the Incin, which is going to be some... I mean, it's going to be 50%. Oblivion Wing going to come out. That's really good for us. Onto Calyrex, going to do not that much. There are 2 turns of Trick Room left. So what I want to do is I'm going to Glacial Lance the Yveltal and swap into Palkia. Right? Because now what we can do is Palkia can pressure... Palkia can pressure whatever is in the Incin slot. We do have to be a little bit wary of Bronzong. We are going to be relying on... What's it called? Relying on Hydro Pump to hit it. We are going to see the Incin swap out. I think that that's really smart. As Bronzong, going to come back out. We hopefully can get off... I mean, I don't think they're going to let me get off a Hailstorm, in all honesty. I would love that. Oh, God. Let's think about this. Yeah, we do need Palkia in order to beat this Bronzong. Especially because we didn't get the hit onto it. I think what we can do, though, is we do have a safe Hydro Pump into that slot. And you don't really have I mean, you could switch into Groudon, but I don't know if you want to do that. So we are just going to see a free Hailstorm onto this Yveltal. So very interesting choice right there. Just giving me the Yveltal. So that is good. Bronzong in the back. What's tricky though is they still have what's it called? Their Dynamax, as we've committed. We do, like I said, have to be weary of Bronzong getting set up. So I think Fini is going to be important for going for Nature's Madness. We also do need to preserve Palkia, as we are going to see Groudon come out. So this is interesting. I think the Groudon has Citrus Berry. So I think it's Citrus Protect. So I'm still going to Hailstorm the Groudon, and I'm going to swap out into Incin, just because I want to try and get an Intimidate. And worst case, we can try to Flare Blitz. Okay, that's fine. We're still going to do good damage onto the Incin, as we will also be able to bring out ours and go for a Fake Out onto them. We're at neutral now. A Quake would have been a safe call. So Groudon in the back. Let's think about this, right? We are going to see the Hailstorm. It should be, it's going to be an Iron Defense. We can now I just need to Flare Blitz that slot. Wow. That was... oh, it's a crit. So we're back to +1. Do I think Calyrex can survive a max move from Groudon? I need to Flare Blitz that slot. Groudon's gonna come back out. I want to say Calyrex can survive a hit from Groudon. I want to say so, and I want to Flare Blitz the Bronzong. Just because I need damage on that thing. Let's go for a Hailstorm here, and let's go for a Flare Blitz onto the Bronzong. We're gonna see the obvious max. What do I? Oh, I have Feeny. Feeny is going to be helpful here. Groudon going to go for the max. It is a little tricky though because of the fact that It is tricky because of the fact that you still have max and I don't have Trick Room. We're going to see no. Okay, interesting. No protect. So big damage with the Flare Blitz. Because of that, we are going to have to take a Quake. Interesting. So Quake going to come out into the Incin. Incin is going to go down here, but at this point, Calyrex should be more than capable of taking out this Groudon. It is going to be a +1 Calyrex, which, right, like, I can't see Groudon surviving this. Or I can see it apparently can. That makes this really tricky. Body Press comes out. Calyrex takes nothing. There is Hail, so that is helpful. We can bring out Feeny here. Feeny can set up a Reflect. We hope that a non-sun boosted... Palkia is faster than Groudon, so that is good. Groudon is super low right now. So that means what we can do is we go for a Glacial Lance and we set up the Reflect. We hope that we can Reflect before the Groudon attacks, or you just straight Rockfall. Big Live. Okay, so Groudon faster than Feeny. So that's a fast Groudon. What did I lead? And cool, Calyrex going to wrap it up for us. You led Yveltal. I want to lead Feeny. Feeny didn't do much. Feeny did and it didn't. I like Incin. Yeah, we're gonna get the card. Adjustments here. Feeny, I felt like didn't do much. I feel like I would rather because I want that Nature's Madness to break through Porygon. I mean, not through Porygon, through Bronzong. What I could do is I could play really aggressive. I could fake out Yveltal. Yeah, if we fake out Yveltal and then go for a Hydro Pump into Bronzong, if we get rid of Bronzong turn 1, I feel a lot better about my position. Because then it's way easier to but then it's committing the max to Palkia, which is going to take a Snarl the subsequent turn. So that makes this a little bit trickier. So same team. All right. It's fine. I could bring a Mungus. I could go for the same thing, right? I could say I'm going to do the same thing, and then I'm going to have a Mungus in the back, so I can just start putting things to sleep, which is not terrible, because we didn't see the Venusaur. So let's do the same lead with... That's tricky. Do I want a Mungus or do I want Feeny? Or do I want Porygon? They're all good options. Amoonguss has the advantage of sleep, but one thing to be worried about is Venusaur, right? You could lead Venusaur. That's fine because I can fake out and set up Trick Room that way. I'm tempted to bring Porygon too. That severely limits my damage output onto Bronzong, though. I have Incin. We're gonna try this. Callie, back with Incin. P2. So P2 with the idea of being able to fire off Eerie Impulses onto Yveltal and really cripple it. We also do have Foul Play for physical attackers. So we are going to see Venu Incin, right? Venu lead. This is exactly what I was worried about. So I basically have to, this is a 75% chance to set up Trick Room. Yeah, because Chlorophyll is not good here. I never get Intimidate. So we're going to go for a Fake Out here, and we're going to go for the Trick Room, right? You basically have to go for the Sleep Powder. We're going to see the Fake Out come out. So 75% chance that it works. Sleep Powder is going to connect. So here's the thing, right? Sleep Powder does connect, but you're not actually putting on any sort of immediate pressure, right? Because that Venusaur isn't going to do much. So we do have the ability to go for a Flare Blitz here and just try to set up a Trick Room. It's like not the most ideal situation. Oh, you have Earth Power. Earth Power is good to know. So Flare Blitz going to come out into the Venusaur. So Venusaur is Focus Sash. So Sash. Oh, nice. Burn is fun. We're going to see the Taunt come out. So that's also good to know. Taunt. And yeah, we can't go for that there. So Venusaur is going to go down here, which is a really big deal. We are committing to... Yeah, we're in a pretty awkward position, not going to lie. Because the P2 is forced to attack here. And its only attack is Foul Play. So Groudon going to come out. I don't know if we're faster. I want to say we're faster. I forget the speed of Feeny. We're going to go for a Parting Shot. And we're going to... I mean, we have to go for a Foul Play. Let's go for a Foul Play onto Groudon. What's nice is we can bring out Palkia. Right? We can bring out Palkia. Palkia can max. Groudon in the back. Yeah, we basically have to play this game no Trick Room, which is fine with me. We're going to see the Groudon commit to a max. So that's good because Palkia is faster and Palkia has Max Dragon. So we can lower the Groudon's attack. Yes, you can go for a Quake, but we just need to cripple you enough where we can set up Trick Room and then finish you off with Calyrex. So that's kind of the game we're gonna play it out in basically the long game. Why is Porygon moving first? I don't want Palkia taking a max Quake. I'm gonna bring out. These are both bad choices. I'm gonna bring out Palkia and hope that we can live. Because if we don't, we're in very bad shape. So Palkia is gonna come out here. Quake, please go into Palkia. Please live. Not ideal, but we'll take it. We should see a parting shot coming out from the Incin into Porygon. Oh, we're going to see a taunt come out into Palkia. That's fine with me. So what we can do now is we can max Wormwind into Incin and swap into our Incin. This way what we can do is try to really reduce how much damage that Palkia can do. And if we can stall out Max, right, we're in really good shape, especially now that Groudon is at -2. We do have the ability to fire off another parting shot. We're going to see you swap out. This should be Yveltal. It's going to be Bronzong. Bronzong in the back. I don't know if I can actually beat this Bronzong, in all honesty. I need Incin to beat it. What I could do is I could... okay, Groudon is locked in at this point. We can Hydro Pump and Parting Shot. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to fire off the Wormwind onto Bronzong. Or we could just, you know... Crit is a Y. Okay. I was like, you know, we could just not. We're going to drop the attack of Groudon even further. So this thing is really not having a good time. You're going to fire off a hit into Incin, so that's really smart there. But I think we're in a position now where I can... okay, so you're at like -500 with Groudon. I'm fine to Dragon, and I don't think I need Trick Room. Do I? I'm gonna just go for damage. I want to fire off. Yeah, I want to fire off a Quake here. I'm gonna Wormwind into Groudon and fire off a Glacial Lance. We do have one more turn. We have one more turn of Max that we can work with. So Groudon at this point is at like -3,000. All right, let's relax. This is yeah, I think getting the Dragon into Groudon means that we do have the ability to fire off what's it called, a Glacial Lance, and then from there we can... Okay, we're gonna just see Groudon swap out, which interesting play for sure. I think it makes a lot of sense here, right? Just trying to sponge up the damage and stop me from doing what I'm doing. This is now a little bit tricky though because of the fact that Bronzong can set up an Iron Defense, which I don't really like, but we are going to be able to get off... Oh, we'll pick it up with... Okay, this is actually good, right? Because we get the knockout with the Glacial Lance. We do have access to one more turn of Wormwind, so that's going to be really huge here, as Glacial Lance is going to come out. So what we can do is we can Wormwind into the Groudon. No, Wormwind into the Bronzong, and then fire off a Glacial Lance, and that should be enough for the win. We are going to see the Iron Defense come out. That's fine with me. Like I said, we just need to secure some more damage onto this Bronzong, and I think having access to Wormwind is going to help. Palkia shakes off the taunt, not important. So we, like I said, can go for a Wormwind and a Glacial Lance onto both. So we Wormwind onto the Bronzong because we need the damage, and we go for a Glacial Lance onto both. We are going to fire it off. This will drop. Oh, that's so close. We are going to drop the Groudon's attack. We should be able to live whatever it wants to go for. Right? Rock Slide. Misses on, oh, it misses on Calyrex. So that should probably wrap up this game, right? Because Glacial Land's going to come out here, going to do monstrous damage. Should pick up the knockout onto this Groudon. It picks up the knockout onto Bronzong, which I care a little bit more about. Because now at this point, right, Palkia can just go for an Earth Power onto Groudon, and then from there, I mean, we still have Porygon too. So overall, this was a really scary set. No need to risk it on accuracy. Just go for a Glacial Lance. So overall, a really tricky set. I'm glad we were able to pull through. So definitely huge shout out to my opponent. Huge shout out to the team creator. Definitely make sure to check them out. Like this team, we're going to be using it on some laddering as well. So look forward to that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.